Hello, welcome to the assembling party for the Midsummer Night Crochet Along. I am gonna assemble our mystery amigurumi, which is not maybe a mystery anymore. This is gonna be a short one. Because this amigurumi slash pouch turned out to be almost no-so. So we are gonna attach the eyes, the happy eyes, and then I'm actually gonna assemble the strawberry pouch again, because I had to forget to take a picture that I had forgotten to take for the pattern. So I'm gonna resew that, and after that we'll see what we will do, but I will be here with you for an hour, so we're gonna hang out, chat, and just enjoy an hour of cozy crafty time. Yes, that's exactly what we are gonna do. I am gonna flip the camera. Hi, Marianne! I'm gonna flip the camera so that you can see what my hands are doing. And then we're gonna get started. Let me know what you're working on. Are you assembling the Mystery Crochet Along amigurumi, or are you assembling something else? Are you crocheting? Are you crafting? Are you drawing? Are you knitting? Are you just hanging around? Let me know. Let's flip this. Welcome to my messy table that I was at a friend's house, so I didn't really have time to tidy anything before this live stream. So you will have to live with my mess that it's, and that's totally fine. We all have messy houses that we are living in, and that is great. Mess is not a bad thing. Okay, let's see. We can move my phone. I don't need that. I'm gonna try and squeeze a little bit closer. Maybe move the camera a little bit. Yes! The lighting here today is really good. That's something I say twice a year because I live in Finland, so it's usually pretty dark over here, but right now it's summer and sunny. Hi Francis! Hello! Marielle assembling the ray and then probably finishing another whip. Exciting! I'm cheering you on. I have a lot of whip. This is how I store my whips currently. If you have followed me on Instagram, you might have seen that I have started working on a blueberry pouch. But I'm stuck on this one because I don't have any flex frames left in 10 centimeter flex frames. So I need to go and pick up a couple of those on Friday to Cindy's. Okay, I also need a needle. I think this is it. I think this is a record small amount of sewing in any crochet along so far. I honestly don't think that there have been any other amigurumi where you only have to assemble the eyes. And the eyes are placed in between these dots, but on the line that is in between the body and the head. The line might be more visible on the pouch than on the amigurumi, but roughly somewhere here there is about 3 rows underneath each eye. And that's about it. Then we just sew it on as usual. Up and down, up and down. You can pin them in place if you like to. I feel like it's enough to hold the eye in place with my thumb. I still can't handle how freaking cute this is. I will use it so much. I was actually thinking to maybe attach a carabiner hook so that it would look like it's holding on to the hook, and then you could attach it to something. Oh, now I realize I am upside down. Let me switch you over. So yeah, I might do that. I think that would look really cute. But yeah, I bet that this is gonna be used a lot. Still figuring out the names. I had 2 name suggestions in the Discord group, and Saga or Martha. Saga because it's fairy tale in Swedish, and the theme is Midsummer Night, and I thought that these would like resemble stars, and during a night it's cozy to read fairy tales or a midnight story, so I thought that connection would be fun. Or Martha because it's almost like Manta Ray but Martha Ray. So yeah, let me know, and if you have any other goofy name suggestions, let me know, and we can maybe make a poll in the Discord chat after this live stream. And the final pattern with all the final pictures and everything will be available at latest the beginning of August. Maybe even earlier. But I will send it out to everybody who has participated in the crochet along. Marielle, the first name, Saga, has a beautiful meaning. Yeah, I think so too. Hi, Polar! Welcome to the assembling party. We were just talking about the names, or a name for our stingray. First eye is almost attached. I wonder if there is any definition on when a pattern can be called low sew or no sew. I feel like this pattern is on the edge of one of those. I mean, no sew, I get that it needs to be nothing, like everything is in one piece, but then I have seen like no sew pattern that has embroidered stuff. So maybe this would be a low sew pattern. I'm also on my list is to make this array in a bag size. I'm just gonna try and make it double with double-stranded yarn and put a zipper in instead of the flex frame, because I don't think that there is like long flex frames. Cindy has the 10 centimeters and the 12 centimeters, and I don't know if it would even work if it would be a lot longer, because I feel like the function with a flex frame is that you can open it with one hand, and if it would be much wider you couldn't do that. So I was thinking of just putting a zipper in instead. I think that would be really cute, and making it into like a backpack maybe. First eye is done. Yeah, I will definitely have time to do something else also during this hour. It's looking so cute. I also love the colors. I was not expecting loving this blue with this peachy pink this much, but I think it's a really lovely color combination, and I love how it looks so goofy when you open it. Once again, I'm gonna say that this is one of my best ideas so far, design-wise. You have heard it many times, but it's a very comforting feeling to know that even though you will have times when you can't come up with any new ideas, I've been designing for so long now that I know that it's not forever, and there will always be new and exciting ideas and elements that will spark inspiration and new creative ways to look at things. So if you are in a slow creative period in your life, remember that it is not forever. One, two, three. Yay! It's attached. I like to weave in the ends, or the end, all the way around the eye. It makes it look a little more poofy, and it also, if the background color is shining through the eye, you can pull it a little bit tighter so that it doesn't shine through. then sometimes I go in with the needle and even poof it out. Poof it out a little bit and then just stick the thread underneath the eye and cut the yarn. It looks so goofy. I love it. Oh my god. Our little stingray. I also really love how the wings, I don't know, it's like, it's fins, right? Bends naturally, so it looks like it's, I mean, also when it swims, it isn't flat. It's using its fins, and then you can open it and it's pink inside, and it's mouth, so it's like burr, 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 burr. I also realized that I wonder if I talked about this. If you want to make an amigurumi, but want to it not be like poofed all the way through the wings, as it would if you would just stuff it normally, as I've mentioned in the pattern, you could make a lining as this one and only stuff the lining, because when you fill this up, the wings or the fins is kept flat, but the stomach is poofy, so that's also an option. I really think I might try something. I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit too tight for a carabine hook. I just think it would look so cute if it just would like hang like this from a bag. Another thought that I actually had for this design was to make a carabine hook on the tail, and but I designed the tail too short, so maybe for the bag it could be a thing to make the tail longer. Now that I know how long this is, I can easily double it, so there will be space to make a knot, and then you could have something hanging from the tail. I don't know. There is options, and I always like when there is options. This is our little mystery amigurumi / pouch. It still needs a name, so if you have any name suggestions, let me know and we will do a poll on the Discord. 2 names that I've been thinking of is Saga, which means fairy tale in Swedish, because of the Midsummer Night theme. I thought that what's not a better thing to do than read fairy tales during a midsummer night. And Marta, because it's a Manta Ray or Martha Ray. So I will do a poll if there comes any other name suggestions, and if not, I will do a poll on the Discord chat with both of those names. I'm obsessed. I've had this idea in my head, I think half a year or maybe even a year. I think it started when I brainstormed sea-themed bags when the whale came to life, and that a stingray would be really fun as a bag. But I got a little bit stuck because there are so many crocheted stingrays patterns already out there, and I wanted to do something different. I didn't just want to do a basic stingray amigurumi because I felt like there is that already. So combining it with tapestry crochet, because I knew I wanted to make something with dots, because manta rays has dots on their back, And when I found out about these flex frames, it just clicked. I was just, oh my god, it is perfect. I need to make a manta ray that has a flex frame as its mouth. And yeah, that's the story from where the idea for this design came to life. I will publish I will send out the finished pattern in the beginning of August at latest. I need to still take some final pictures for the pattern and the front cover. But otherwise, I mean, it's done. It works. Or it seems to be working because you have made several of this, so that makes me really excited. Victoria, it's beautiful, I love it, thank you so much. Polar, it's super cute. Maybe Steve the Stingray, or I opt for Marta. Yeah, Steve I've also thought about, but the fish is called Steve, so Steve is unfortunately already taken. I actually have Steve the fish here. It's also a pouch and a amigurumi, so you can make it into a pouch or a amigurumi depending on what you want to do. Francis, it's beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm happy that you like it. I hope that you have been enjoying the process of crocheting this during this crochet along as much as I've been doing it, because it's been a lot of fun. The next crochet along will be in October, and that will be a special one because if you have been following along, I am publishing a book in September. So I thought October would be a book crochet along. So the idea is that you can join the crochet along and participate by crocheting any of the designs in the book. You don't need to have the book to participate because some of the designs are also available in the web shop. But you only need to have your hands on one of those patterns, and then we will crochet any of those patterns. So it will be a little bit more free because you can choose which character you want to make. Yeah, and then again in December we will do a mystery December crochet along and count down to the festive season. Yeah, now I am gonna sew together the strawberry push pouch, which will be released tomorrow actually. I have prepared a lot today for the pattern release tomorrow. It is crazy how much work it goes in behind the scenes of a pattern release. Of course, you need to design the pattern, you need to write down the pattern, but you also need to have the pattern tested. You need to speak about it before the release so that there is any interest and people know that there is a release coming. You need to write a shop listing text. You need to take the pictures for the shop listing. I also always want to have a preview of the pattern for the listing, so you need to make that. And now this time I'm releasing not only the pattern but also the yarn kits or material kits for the strawberry pocket pouch. So then I've also been working with that. What else? Marketing, of course. There's a lot of marketing before, during, and after the launch. That is something that you maybe not think about. I know I've stumbled across people who just publish their patterns and see if they fly or die. But honestly, if you want sales, you need to market. That's just how it is, whether you like it or not. But there is different ways of doing it. Okay, I do not remember where I started sewing this on, and I am really confused because there is a random yarn thread here and it should be there, so I have probably done something at some point, but I don't remember one. So I'm just gonna take a new thread and pull it. Yeah, testers, go through testers comments, finalize all the pictures. You need to, or you don't need to, but if you want to, you can make a pattern test appreciation post. There is a lot of things that goes into releasing a pattern. I have quite a system because I've done it so many times, but it still surprises me that it's more work than I remember it to be. And then if you are, of course, selling it on multiple platforms, you need to make listings for all of those platforms too. So I sell my patterns on my own web shop, which is hosted through Shopify, but I also sell my patterns on Etsy, Ravelry, and Ribbler. So that means that I need to also make listings for those, as well as Pinterest pins, because that's good marketing. So yeah, there's a lot of work involved. But then, if the pattern goes well and the marketing, the automatic marketing, like Pinterest, for example, starts rolling, then it's pretty passive after that, which I love. I love it so much. If you're curious how I sew these two together, there is a back loop of stitches that I haven't used, and then I use the stitches on the edge, and they are the same amount, so it's easy peasy to just sew together. This is like fun sewing where you don't have to pin and you don't have to think, you just take one stitch at a time in the pace that you like. Oh, would be nice though if the yarn wouldn't be splitting so much. Hopefully it's not gonna be super crooked. Oh, and if you are interested in designing your own amigurumi patterns and amigurumi in general, I am reopening the Amigurumi Design Lab the 10th of July. So keep your eyes open for that. It's been closed for a while because I've moved it from another platform to my own website. And then I am reshooting some of the videos because I didn't have this mic or camera, I think, when I shot those video clips or videos for that course. And there is also some content that I want to add and move around before launching it again. So that's why it's been on a break. But I'm excited. I'm so excited to open it again and teach more people how to design unique amigurumis. And thank you for helping me figure out what pouch I'm gonna design for the... Oh, what is it called? It's the bundle that me and some other crochet designers are making, a pattern bundle with new patterns. And it's called Once Upon a Time, Once Upon a Mall is the name of the make-along, because there will be a bundle and a make-along. But that's also something that happens during August. Some more information about that will also come later. It's gonna be so fun with a pattern release. I know I'm gonna be super tired after tomorrow, but I always, like today for example, I have not been able to sit still because of the excitement. And it seems like it's something that usually happens when I have a pattern release. I get very excited and can't sit still and just want to get it out to see if people start buying it or not. And then I usually sit glued to the computer or to any app where I can check the sales and the statistics during the rest of the day. Let's see if the stitches is... Last time I had like one stitch too little or something. I have probably missed a decrease or something. Why is this so loose? What? Oh, okay. I found the source. Let's actually go back and then go inside. And then we can tie a knot on the inside. Yep, looks like it did before. Now I just have to weave in all the ends. Okay. I have my needle is too small for this yarn, but I have managed to misplace my needle box somewhere. So I've been doing all weaving in and everything for so long now with this super tiny needle. I need to find it or go and buy some some new ones because this is not gonna work for so long. Yeah. The feeling when you don't have any, like, sometimes you have what is called? The place where you want to weave in your ends is you don't have to think. It's super obvious that that's the way it's gonna go. But then sometimes it's not that obvious. And you need to think between which stitches you want to put it. Maria, that's a lovely strawberry pouch. A perfect bag charm. Thank you. I really love how it turned out. It was a very spontaneous make, and I wasn't even thinking about making it into a pattern at the beginning, but here we are. This usually happens. I'm never able to not make something into a pattern. Either way, I feel like it's very cute. I love it. And I'm really excited about the blueberry version too. And I really like the name Strawberry Pocket Pouch because it's like an extra pocket. Ta-da! It's back. This one is easier to push open with one hand. I think it's because it's thicker yarn, so it's like more yarn here in between, which makes it almost like, yeah, it helps a little bit with the opening. But this is thinner yarn, and I feel like I need to push a lot harder to get this open, and I think it's because it's thinner yarn. That's my observation. It doesn't bother me though, and I also think with use it's gonna be easier, like it's gonna go open easier too. So we'll see how it goes over time. I'm also excited to see how they will how the flex frame will hold up, because let me actually show you if flex frames are new for you. They look like this. So it's 2 thin metal sheets, and they are attached in one end, and then you get this tiny little pin to attach them in the other end. And yeah, when they are attached, you can easily like push them open. Yeah, but they are pretty sharp. So I wonder if this is gonna tear on the yarn a lot or not. So we will see. I don't think it's gonna do it, but you never know. And I mean, if something breaks, we can always fix it. I think this is such a good fidget toy. I don't really have any fidget toys, but I always, when I hold this, I sit and play with it because it's just so much fun to play with it. Lucas said that this could be like, if I would make this into eyes and this would be mouth, I could also make some kind of animal thingy. I have a lot of ideas for this flex frame, so you will see more of them in the future, I believe. I'm gonna ride this obsession for a while until they aren't inspiring anymore. I'm also gonna ride my carbine hook obsession. Yeah, I think it's really cute. And there will be a blueberry one. Someone also suggested that I should make a strawberry one. No, this is a strawberry one. A raspberry one and a lemon one. So we will see. This, by the way, will look really cute with the lemon bag that comes out, or the pattern is out in the Line magazine, but the pattern will come out also in the web shop later this year. So this strawberry would look really cute with that bag, because I mean, strawberries and lemons, very summery both of them. Yeah, also the carbine hook is also a good fidget toy. Okay, there's like 5 minutes left, but I'm already done. So yeah, this is like 1, 2, then I made this. So this is my third. I've made 3 so far of the crocheted pouches, and I have a knitted one somewhere. I've made a knitted one, but I haven't attached the flex frame yet because I've been lazy and haven't sewn the lining yet. I don't feel like the crocheted ones necessarily needs a lining. This one doesn't have any lining, for example, just because the single crochets are so tight by themselves. But I mean, you could make a lining if you wanted a little bit cuter on the inside. This one has a lining because I was scared that tiny objects would run into the tail or the back fins or the big fins. So I wanted to limit the space a little bit with a lining. And it also worked great because I want the big fins to be flat, but the body can be bulky. So that's why there is a lining on that. This one doesn't have a lining. It's crocheted with tapestry crocheting, so I run the light pink yarn in between the dark pink stitches so that there isn't any yarns on the inside. But you could also, for this, make a lining if you want to make it cuter on the inside. But I felt like it wasn't really necessary, and I wanted to keep the pattern pretty beginner friendly. Sorry. Sorry. I got a frog in my throat. Knitted pouches, though, are very stretchy, and the stitches are more loose. So I feel like if this would, I don't know. I mean, it would probably work without a lining, but I want it to be a little bit more sturdy. So I found this. I'm not sure if my mom has thrifted it for me at some point or if it's my grandma's, and that is a mystery. But check out the colors. They are, I don't understand how this can be legal. These pinks are the exact match. It's crazy. And I'm frankly obsessed with this fabric, and it's not a huge amount, so it's perfect to make a lining out of it. I just need to get it done. And it's not even anything hard to sew. It just, yeah, I just haven't felt motivated to finish up this project. Maybe on Friday I'm gonna have a sewing LAN with Cindy on Friday, so we're gonna sew, and I'm gonna get started on at least one clothing sewing project, and maybe this could also be a goal to get this finished. At least the lining, because I have to sew the lining by hand onto this either way, and that I can do when I watch something, but I can't sew on the sewing machine and watch something. Or I mean, I can, but I haven't gotten it down yet, so I need some motivation to get it done. So yeah, thank you for being here on my pouch TED Talk. I am obsessed, as you can tell. Here is the blueberry one. It's gonna get almost the same attachment as this one, so it's kind of gonna look this, but I'm gonna skip the scalloped edges and make 2 leaves instead. And then there is a blueberry. Very simple, very like simple, but I like it. Oh my god, I like it so much. And the flex frames just makes them so cute and so fun. I also love the little loop with single crochets. It is so cute. It is so adorable. I also am working on, I started actually on a fish pouch, but then I realized that this is gonna take forever, so I stopped and started making it into a bag with double-stranded, because this was almost like making it into a bag size. So I thought that, okay, I will make it the same size but make it double-stranded instead, so it's gonna be a little bit quicker to crochet. This was also during the period where my hand was hurting a lot, so I tried to figure out a way for me to still keep crocheting, but quicker, and that it wouldn't hurt my hand so much. But this bag is gonna get a zipper and not a push flex frame. So I need to figure out how to do the body of the fish, if I want to do it as the candy cane, where the lining and the outside is crocheted in one piece. Or yeah, I would probably do that, because I realized that I am not a big fan of the look when you crochet single crochets back and forth. I do not like how it looks compared to when you crochet single crochets in the round. It is so much cleaner and nicer and prettier when you crochet, in my opinion, in the round than back and forth. So I'm trying always to solve the question on how can I do this by doing it in the round and not back and forth. So that's some ongoing projects. Let's flip the camera. Oh, this looks so I love the mess of projects and the color and the yellow tablecloth. No, wrong. I'm gonna flip the camera so that I can say a proper goodbye before we end this live stream. I'm also gonna try and flip myself because now I am upside down. Yes. Now. Right. Yes. Thank you so much for crocheting together with me once again. You know I love these crochet alongs and I will keep hosting them. I'm looking forward to the one in October. It's gonna be a special one. We will celebrate the book with that crochet along. And I hope I'll see you inside that crochet along and also inside of the Happy Amigurumi Club. We have still this month. It's a lot of things happening. We have the assembling party. This is this month's live stream. Next week we are back to the regular crochet and chat live streams again. We have movie night coming up in the middle of the month. We will be watching Alice in Wonderland. And then we have the crochet toys for the kids in the refugee camps over on Lesvos project. If you have missed anything about that, there is more information on the website and on the blog. I think that was everything. And if you haven't finished this mystery crochet along yet, there is still time until the middle of the month. I don't remember the exact date, but the middle of the month. So you can still join in and crochet this little fellow together with us if you want to. Thank you so much for being here. I am now gonna go and sleep because my head is super sleepy. Bye!